Hey everyone, it's not Rambling Hour with Lisa. It is the Rambling Hour with Lisa book review, monthly book review. And I'm doing this one for the last 3 months. So May, June, and July. And again, I haven't listened or read very many books in these months, just been busy with lots of things and been listening to a lot of podcasts instead of books. But I have some books, and I told you guys that even if I only had one book, I would still do this. So here I am, keeping my word, to tell you the books that I have read the last few months. So let's start with this one. This one, I don't know how to say his name, RHwL's Complete Letter Writer. It's just an old one. The one that I ordered actually was supposed to look a lot older than this. And I don't know if I told you guys about this one before. So yeah, it was supposed to look a lot older, and that's what I wanted it to be with my letter writing, like with my stationery and everything. I wanted it to look like really old fashioned. I mean, this is old enough, but it's not exactly what I ordered. And so this is so it says it was revised and reset in 1939, but this one is the 13th impression, 30th impression in 1972. So yeah, this is not the one that I wanted and not the one that they advertised when I ordered it. Anyways, saying that, it still gives you how to letter write, which some of us may have learned in school, and it gives you examples for that time of how to address people and everything else. Now we're way more like informal when we write letters and stuff, but it was just a cute little, and I am gonna make a little cover for it so that when it's on the shelf, it looks a little bit more nostalgic, I guess. But I guess the 70s, even though that's when I was born, is a lot older than we want to accept. But that's this one. So it gives you lots of examples, and yeah, it's a great way to learn to do proper letter writing if you want to actually do it formally the way that it was intended in the past. And it has sections too. Let me just tell you the sections. Okay, so there's invitations, so how to do proper invitations, congratulations and condolences, asking favors, love letters, and letters in connection with engagement and marriage. And then those are the head, and then it goes over all the different types, because it gives you an example of how to write them. And letters about children at school, letters concerning motors, letters about employment, letters about travelers and tradesmen, letters respecting consignments, letters concerning transmission of goods, letters respecting payments and accounts, letters concerning banking matters, letters of credit, etc., business forms, inquiries to responsibility and letters of introduction, letters regarding loans, letters to and from a landlord. Yes, so that is that one. Not really a normal reading book, but second is A Wilding Year. Now this one, I'm going to read you the synopsis first, and then I'll tell you what I think. How did I do that with this one? Okay, so did I do this at the camera instead of at myself? Okay, illustrator Hannah Dale and her husband Jack, founders of Rendale Designs, have undertaken an ambitious rewilding project on their farm in rural Lincolnshire. So that's here in England. Together, they are transforming an unproductive arable farm back to its natural state, allowing wildlife to return as the land gradually heals. Just got to move my microphone because I feel like my neck is rubbing on it. My shirt's too close to my neck. Okay, so allowing wildlife to return as the land gradually heals. A Wilding Year is a deeply personal journal celebrating the return of an astonishing variety of wildlife, embracing the beauty to be found in untidy landscapes. Embracing the beauty to be found in untidy landscapes has heralded the return of skylarks, meadow pipits, hobbies, hedgehogs, and many more species to the farm. This beautifully illustrated book is both a journal and a sketchbook, bringing to life the beauty and power of nature in every season with Hannah's incredible artwork. And then reviews say, a beautiful book that's written from the heart, an absolute must read for any nature lover by Hannah Stitfall from Wildlife Filmmaker. A marvel. Participating in the restoration of nature is about the most joyful thing a person can do, and this book radiates that joy, by Ben Goldsmith, author of God is an Octopus. So it is exactly what it says. There's more reviews in there. Her artwork is lovely, and it's exactly what I would do if I put out a nature book. You know, the sketches of the things that you see in wherever you're living or visiting, and then just writing about what's going on. So they really are. It is a journal, and it is them rewilding and what they see from starting at scratch and it goes through the months as well. And yeah, is it a wilding year? Yeah. So it's the whole year. So it's exactly like it says. And, lots of gardeners keep journals anyways, but rewilding is really exciting. I mean, if I did this, it would take a long time. Like I do have some frogs and toads, a few that I've seen in the garden, and I had frog spawn that didn't make it to viability a few years ago. But finally, after 12 years of living here, well, it'll be 12 in October, we have a resident hedgehog in the garden. So that is exciting, and I know how exciting this can be when you see things in your garden that you haven't seen before, or new things are happening. And you know it's because of the efforts that you put into the garden. So yeah, it's a lovely book to read and look at as well. So yes, I really did like this one. And then I'm just going to have a sip of my pop. Mundane Magic. Now this one is awesome, and it's up my witchcraft kind of aisle, my witchy one. So Mundane Magic. This is perfect for if you think you're a little bit witchy, but you're kind of lazy as well, or for people who are, what's that term, that, ADHD and such. So this helps you do mundane tasks and making your regular life and making it a little bit more magical, instead of having to feel overwhelmed or wanting to practice magic, but not finding the time or how to integrate it into your regular routine. So I'm going to read the synopsis on the back. I listened to the podcast that Molly Donlin and her mate, my brain's not working right now, so Reiki. So she started as a skeptic, but she did Reiki and stuff like that, and then she became a friend with the other girl that my brain is just not coming to right now, and who was witchy, and they became really good friends. And the witchy one, as time went on, Molly realized that she is more witchy than she thinks. But I love their podcast because she's very science-based, and the other one is more witchy. So when they work together, they will explain things with both things, like science and magic. So it says, transform your boring household chores into magical moments of self-care. Is the dust and clutter in your house getting out of control? Do you keep putting off washing your hair, folding laundry, or organizing your wardrobe until it all feels impossible? But what if vacuuming the stairs could shift your mindset, or cleaning the toilet could help you regulate your nervous system? Molly Donlin knows what it's like to feel bogged down by the stress of daily life. After struggling with chronic pain and executive dysfunction for years, but by injecting everyday tasks with a sense of novelty, she found magical practices that worked with her ADHD brain, not against it. In Mundane Magic, you'll discover 90-second spells to calm your nervous system and ease executive dysfunction, how to align routines with moon cycles, ways to work with herbs, crystals, color magic, and sigils using what you already have, how to make your home and to-do list feel sacred. Whether you're whipping up a coffee spell for abundance or painting your nails to maximize your confidence, Mundane Magic helps you reclaim your space, joy, and creativity. Molly Donlin is a Reiki master teacher, crystal healing expert, yoga teacher, and co-host of Demystifying Magic podcast. She emphasizes the importance of trauma-informed care while teaching magic through a blend of science and spirituality. So exactly what I said. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know, I love cleaning. I like magic and that kind of stuff. And she just, like I said, I love the podcast and I love the book too. And she gives you so many, like this is one that you want to work through and have on hand for references. And I really recommend this one. Or even if you aren't even into witchy and magic and stuff like that, if you just have a hard time keeping on task in your house, this helps you find a way to make it fun, to make your chores that you have to do fun and meaningful, and then they don't feel as much like chores as they do as something that you have excitement about because you know that doing this is going to equal that. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so that one is a good must-have, I would say. Now, this one is very interesting. I heard on podcast, I can't remember which podcast that I heard about this, the person who compiled it, but this is very interesting. This is called Wait for Me World, Letters and Writings of Jerry Robbins. He liked poetry and writing and everything else, and he wrote a lot of stuff. And then letters, when he went into the military for World War II, he was writing letters to his fiancée. This is him and his fiancée. So he was writing letters to her while he was in World War II. And unfortunately, he did not survive all of World War II. But a way to honor his writings and letters and everything else, they compiled this together. So it's called Wait for Me World. And it's compiled by Deborah Berlinger Efferman. So what does it say? Jerry was killed in World War II. Deborah was engaged to him at age 21 and found his letters at 101. This book is an act of defiance against oblivion, says Shalom Lamb, Project Benjamin. The night before he enlisted, Jerry composed the poem, Wait for Me World. The next morning, his mother submitted it to the newspaper PM. The poem was published in June 1943 in PM's Sunday magazine. An editor called it the finest simple statement he had seen of a soldier entering the army. So it's beautiful and sad, and it's exactly what you would think, like somebody who's into poetry and writing, like it's crazy how he's just a normal guy writing to his girl. This is what we're doing today, basic stuff. And then just one day he's not there anymore. And it's heartbreaking, but beautiful at the same time. And what a way to honor him even though he only lived till he was like 21. What a way to honor him and have him still live on, right? So this is, I really enjoyed it. I was let's see if Wait for Me World, because they're in here too, but maybe I can read this. Oh, maybe I'll just read this here. That's the dedication. What? Is there a page missing, or am I there must be pages here. Oh yeah, that's the acknowledgements. Yeah, okay, I won't read the acknowledgements. Introduction. That is a different poem. The world did not wait. While practicing. My message to you. Forward. Sorry, give me 1 second. Here it is. Wait for Me World. By Jerry Robbins. Published in the PM magazine, May 21st, 1944. Wait for me, world. I have a rendezvous far, far away. It won't be play. Rather, shall we say, business. Where, I don't know. Where, I know not. Nor do I know whom I shall meet. Yet this I know, I must go. I don't want to leave. No one ever does. Yet there are times when one does, not what one wants, but what one must. So I must leave. Before I go, I exact a promise from you. The hope for its fulfillment is all that sends me away now. Promise to remain the same. Till my return. No, not in all ways. Change is part of life. In fact, I might say I leave now because I desire some changes and want to help bring them about. Yet these are the things which I hope will ever be the same, forevermore. Promise me there will always be the sun and moon and stars as signs of the infinite, exalting man even as they humble him. Promise there will always be love, the love of family, whom I hurt momentarily in order to bring them eventual security. Then love of friends, whose warm smiles mean so much, more than can be put on paper. And last, because the closest at heart, the love of one particular person, a pure love, given freely, completely, steadfastly, and intangible, like air, which alone makes all tangibles meaningful. Promise me there will be music and laughter, the free, unforced laughter of untroubled minds, who fear not the horrible visage of the idiot Mars. Promise me there will be freedom, not the freedom to starve without restraint, nor the freedom to crush another under the false guise of business or politics, but freedom from want and from fear. Freedom to say and do as one wishes without hurting another. Freedom for every man, white and black, Jew and Gentile, to say, I am free, and know what he says is true, not just words. I am tired of hearing just words. These are the things for which I will yearn. Have them ready for my return. Remember, world, it is for these I fight. You must not fail me. Once again, lest you forget, wait for me, world. I will be back. Private Jerome Robbins. So that is that one. And I got it on Amazon. I had to order it. I got it delivered to my mom's house because I don't know if it would ship to here in the UK, but just something to look out for. I really enjoyed it. It looks pretty big, but it's worth it, and it's just heartbreaking, especially that there's wars going on right now unnecessarily. All war is unnecessary, and it's just heartbreaking that, yeah, like I said, someone's there and then they're gone. Speaking of people's lives, I love autobiographies. You know, I love journals. I'll read anybody's journal. If you want to send me your journals, I will absolutely read them. I'll keep your secret secret. But I love journals and people's stories, and everybody has a story to tell. All of us have something that's happened in our lives that is worth putting down on paper. We all have something different. Like, each one of us has a different childhood, has a different teenagehood, has a different adulthood, an old age, if we're lucky enough to get there. Like, we all have stories to tell. And this last book that I'm going to show you is one that I haven't finished listening to. It is heavy, but it is done well, and I'm glad to have downloaded it. I haven't ordered a hard copy yet, but I told you guys about it on my rambling hour, and it is, I want to smile for this one because there is happiness and there is humor, but it's heavy. It's heavy. It's a lot in one book. So it's called You with the Sad Eyes, and it's by Christina Applegate. If you don't know who she is, she's an actress. I didn't print out the synopsis. It's a memoir. Shoot, I didn't print off the synopsis, and I have it on Audible on my phone, but basically it's her life from her childhood until now. She's diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and after she wasn't able to dance anymore, and because dance is her thing that, you know, keeps her in line with everything. When she wasn't able to do that anymore, and knowing what is important in life and what isn't, dealing with health issues and stuff, she just doesn't give a shit anymore what people think, and she was ready to tell her truth. And so she put it down in book form, good, bad, ugly, and funny, and happy, and everything. And I want to listen to it. I'm going to finish listening to it, and I am going to buy a hard copy of it. It's, like I said, we all have a story to tell, and all of us have been through some stuff. And when it's written down in a way that people can enjoy in book format, it's interesting. Everybody has a story to tell. So yes, I'm enjoying it as far as I'm glad to have learnt about it. But, yeah, I just want to give her hugs. Just want to give her hugs. And even though we all can feel alone in life, especially when we don't know who to trust and who not to trust, especially if we've been hurt before. There's lots of us out here that really do love mankind and each other. And yeah, I'm just giving her hugs from afar if she wants to accept those hugs. As I said to someone else, I'm not coming in for the hug because that would be like taking your space. I'm standing here with open arms, waiting if you would like the hug that I'm offering. All right. So that's that. And I will see you guys on Sunday for my regular rambling hour with Lisa. Love you guys. Bye. Keep reading or listening, whichever. Just get information into your head. Next, I'm going to be like, right when I'm done, You with the Sad Eyes, I'm going to do The Body Keeps the Score. All right. So that's the next one that I'm going to be listening to. All right. Ciao. Bye.